Hello everybody, this is Toys R Us, and for this new figure unboxing and review we're going to be looking at the Legacy Wreck and Roll Collection Autobot Springer. So what we're going to do this video, we're going to unbox him live in a second, have a look at the entire contents of the packaging. We'll then have a detailed look at him in all of his modes to help you decide how you want to display him. We'll do some comparisons with him and the original owner of the mold, which of course was him from the earlier toy lines, and of course we will do some comparisons of him with his original Generation 1 self and some other Springer figures that were also released along the Generations toy line as well. So as you can see, loads to get through today. And before we open this up, a couple of things. One, we need to thank Hasbro because I ordered this from Hasbro Pulse, and as you can see, they got it to me nice and safely. And two, we need to really look and appreciate this beautiful box art. It is simply stunning. There we've got him mid-transformation. Yeah, I mean, it's great. It really is great. We've got the Legacy artwork on each side, which we're getting used to already, as crazy as that sounds, considering it's a new toy line. And we can already see on the back, as I mentioned, he's a triple changer, and it's going to take quite a few steps to get between these molds, in all honesty. So let's open him up and let's have a look at how they've packed him and what piece of the hammer that we get with this guy as well. So as you can see here, we've got him all packaged up like that. He's in his robot mode. We've got the blades, we've got everything there. There's the large instructions. We've got the other piece, and we've got the other side of the hammer. So what I need to do now is set him free and come right back to you. Okay then, so first impressions of this guy, and I think he looks great. I really do. He's a nice chunky Voyager size figure, so you really get the feel that, you know, he is quite weighty, very different to the Thrilling 31 that I'm going to be doing more comparisons with later on. We've got the lovely, I suppose it's a sort of Autobot and Wrecker insignia combined, which looks fantastic. It really reflects all over the place. The head sculpt is beautiful. The detail on it is fantastic. I mean, just look at the difference in the greens there. You've got 3 different greens and they all gel and look really, really good together. It's on, yeah, it's on like a ball and socket, so it's got full rotation articulation looking up and down. Arms, as you can see, will go all the way around out to the side. Bicep flexion, wrist curl, waist swivel, hips front, back, side, knee rock, ankle tilt, bend, etc. Everything you'd expect. An absolutely stunning looking figure, and to be honest, not that much kibble. Yes, there's a bit of open gaps there, but at the end of the day, this figure, it's a triple changer and it's a Voyager class size, so it's really good. And as I say, we'll see in a bit more detail in a second just how good the modes are, because a lot of the triple changes that we do get always sort of have a weaker mode. The instructions obviously are huge for it. We've got 2 blasters, which funnily enough they can fit together and be a huge blaster like so. We've obviously got the 2 blades, which can be literally that. They can be swords and rotor blades, and we've got the attachment in the middle. So this means we can have a lot of fun combining and using a lot of the weapons. So I think what we need to do first and foremost is have a look at him in one of his alternate modes. Okay, then we're back, and as you can see, he's in one of his alternate modes, which is the Cybertronian vehicle mode. Quick apologies for no transformation process on this video. That's for a couple of reasons. One is to keep the main length of the video down, and that is because this is quite a tricky figure to transform. Loads of steps and loads of awkward little bits on it. But the other thing as well is because it's a new figure, I don't really want to spoil it for people who want to experience that first transformation process for themselves. However, if you want to see it, it is uploaded separately in another video. Now, as you can see, it's nice. Again, it's nice and chunky. The wheels go all the way around. To make sure the wheels go all the way around, you really need to push this part right up and in. Lovely, lovely translucent plastic there. I mean, again, this Wrecker logo Autobot thing is just popping off there. It's shining fantastic. We've got the fins at the back. The wheels have got enough detail on them, so you can see that we've got the tires and the actual wheels. And now I suppose we can have a bit of fun with the abundance of the weapons. Now, funnily enough, according, as I say, to this, let's go with how it's got the picture in the instructions first and foremost. So it's saying pop that all together like so. Pop these blades. Oh, no, I've got that wrong, haven't I? Pop the blades on the side like this, on either side of the sword. And there we go. There's the 2 cutouts, and then you can pop this in here and like so. that's going to go in. Now, to be honest, I'm not a big fan of that. I mean, it looks okay, shall we say. I don't really know what it's doing. If I get the original, that's the Cybertron in vehicle mode there, and it just had a gun all the way along. This one spins though, so straight away it's obviously not going to be as good. But of course, you don't have to have the spinning rotor blade part of it. You can take this out and you can attach it, and I think, to be honest, I think that's a little bit better, because you don't really want it spinning around. You want it spinning around for the blades when it's in helicopter mode. But again, as I say, you can see all these ports here. There's an abundance of these ports, so you could of course just do the weapon there. You could of course split these into two like so, and again you can still attach some of these blades on it. And this is what I say about a lot of the new figures. I love the fact that they're fun and you can just do crazy things. Oh, there you go. I can't attach there, but I can attach it, I didn't even realize that, to the side of the actual roof. I love the fact that there's so much playability in it. That's the word that we're after. And again, I say it all the time, but it's true. You know, these are toys, and at the end of the day, that's exactly what they are and how they should be played with. So let's see what else we can make with this, just to see how good it'll look. So this can obviously go there, and then this can go on top as well. So that's looking a bit better straight away. Perhaps, maybe, I don't know. What do you think? You let me know in the comments. What do you think of that? I think that looks all right. I think it works. But again, I've just looked at, there's two on the front there, so you don't even have to have these. You can just pop these on the front. And of course, don't forget your Battle Masters, fossilizers, and all that other blast effect sort of thing. So as you can see, that's only one mode, and I'm sure you'll agree it's already looking really good. So we need to move from this to the helicopter mode. So then, here we are in the helicopter mode, of course, just missing the blades for now. So let's again disconnect all this and piece it together. So it's really obvious you've got this here. We're going to slot the blades into this part there. And there are the blades. There it is on the roof. And look at that, you've got a good, good rotation in it, shall we say, which of course you want to see. You can see we've got these little additional wings here. This part's come back, whereas before it was at the front. Everything fits together all nice and snug in there. I love the fact, again, that it just works. This is a brilliant bit of engineering, and I think, especially with the way prices are rising now, I think we're quite fortunate they've managed to keep this at Voyager scale and Voyager price point, because they could have easily just put the prices up. I'm just, again, messing around as we speak to see what I can do with the other attachments. As you can see, they works absolutely fine there, to be honest. I'm just having a look how it's got it in instructions. To be honest, it's just got these on top of there, I suppose, which again then gives us the freedom and our imagination to put these, I'm saying that wherever I think they go, but let's just have a look if there is anything else in the instructions to pop these on. They go really well there, to be honest. Here's a set of the instructions, and again, of course, as I've already mentioned, the transformation process is uploaded separately. It is just a huge amount of transforming. Oh no, it is saying to pop them on the side pretty much like that, to be honest, which again, can't argue. I think they do look great, to be honest. I think it works really well. What I'm gonna do now though is, again, just have a bit more fun with it. I'm going to bring him in for a full comparison in a minute, but I'm going to take his rotor blades, pop these on the side, and as I say, really power it up, which is again exactly what I said I love about these figures. I love the fact that you can take all the weapons. I know it is one of the gimmicks, to be honest, to actually take all the weapons, build it up, and I suppose just go a bit mental with it. That's obviously what the Tricanicus was, with the fossilized that I've still yet to review. But there you go, that is a super overpowered, maybe a bit too much with them blades there now, in honesty, but I'm sure you'll agree that looks great. So I'm just going to take pretty much the weapons off for now, bring this guy out of the way, and take these off so we can do a couple more comparisons. So this time, again, I've got Generation 1 Springer, and his helicopter looks like this. So again, beautiful homage, really good, liking it, think it looks good. Oh, I've just knocked that out. And then I've got another one, but this is a sealed one. This isn't open. This was the GDO Generations version, and again, you can sort of see how much better and how much bigger this is. This was just deluxe though, to be honest, so it is a different figure. Right, let's move that out of the way. There's one final thing to do then. Let's come back with him in his robot mode, more comparisons and more uses and combinations of his weapons. Okay then, back for the final time, back in his robot mode. And yeah, one last quick look before we do some comparisons. So just there's other things, I say, that you just sort of notice that just pop out at you, like the tiny little red triangles there. They didn't need to put that red on it, but it does look really good. And again, the fact that you've got the different two-tone and types of greys. You've got gunmetal, in fact, about 3: grey, silver, gunmetal grey. And as I've said before, and I'm going to keep saying it, it's nice, robust, it's chunky, and of course it is just a redeco of the Siege figure, which again was very, very good. I know that some people, as I say, perhaps thought the transformation process was a bit too difficult, but saying that, I've done this a few times now and it's got quite a bit easier, shall we say. Now you can put the rotor blades on his wrist like so, you can put them in his hands like so. There's again loads of things that we can do with this. We can keep one on. I mean, of course, the best thing, or one of the best things, is just put one in each hand like that. In fact, what I'm going to do with the one in each hand now is bring up the Thrilling 30. Now, of course, the Thrilling 30 is based on his IDW appearance. And what's going on here? I need to bring that up and over, but you can see that this one's taller, but it's nowhere near as robust rather. It's nowhere near as robust, and it just feels loose and flimsy. I do like this figure. I'm not, as I say, slating it, but this one is in a different league for lots of reasons. I think that this has got a much better set of 3 different modes, whereas this one suffers with trying to get all 3 different modes on this particular figure. If we were to bring up, in fact, no, yeah, let's do it while we're here then. So there, of course, is the Siege, the one that we already know and we've already seen. And to be honest, you know, you can argue that this is perhaps a better deco. I suppose it depends on what you like. If you haven't got either, it just depends on what you like. This is very much, again, the G1 toy colours, but it's also exactly how he pretty much looks in the comics in that Target 2006 episode. Just to prove, as I say, that he is a bit more G1 toy-esque. Here he's going to fit just down in there. He's not 100% G1 toy, because you can see this is quite a bit darker. And of course we're missing chrome and quite a few stickers, whereas there's loads of stickers on G1 and there's only that there. But I think, as I'm sure you'll agree, they all look great all lined up together. To be honest, let's just move these down and continue just to do a few more things with the new one in question. So again, you can take the guns, you can pop these on the top of his shoulders if you want, like over the shoulder cannons. If you don't want to have any of the blades at all, you can take these and you can store them on this, again, one on each side like that, and then you can store this on his back. And to be honest, I've just keep using the guns independently, but of course you can combine them. In fact, if you don't want any weapons whatsoever, you can pop this on there. These will all fit underneath them rotor blades, so you can literally have him displayed with all of his weapons on him, but none of them really on show. So again, let's take these, let's take them out of this, and let's, I don't know, let's have a go. I've got no idea how I'm going to display this guy, to be honest. I'm probably going to make my decision in a second with how this looks. So there's the large gun, and of course, if I wanted to, I could have popped it on the forearm, one there and one on the forearm. I mean, the abundance of different things that you can do with this is crazy. And I'm pretty sure, as I say, that you can just take these out. And yeah, we can just have them as individual swords. Will they even combine together? They may do. I'm not too sure. I'm not going to waste time doing things that I don't know what I'm doing. But I'm going to put that there, and I'm going to give him a spinning rotor blade as well on that particular arm. That's just one way that you can display him. That one doesn't look as good. Let's be honest, that doesn't look as good. So what I'm thinking is one sword in one hand and large gun in the other. But I think that's all there is to say about him. I think he's a great figure. I think the Siege one was great. As I say, whether you want one, if you've already got the Siege one, it's entirely up to you. It depends. And if you don't have any, it depends on what your preferences are. If you like, as I say, more maybe cartoon accurate, then it's this guy. If you like comic and G1 toy, homages, then it's got to be this one. Either way, stunning figure, and yeah, great addition to this, which has definitely got to be wave 1 of the Wreckers. I'm imagining we're going to get wave 2 next year, so there you go. Let me know what you think of him. Do you have him? What do you think of the mold if you already own him? Because again, it is really quite tricky to transform, but again, I think absolutely stunning. Let me know in the comments, guys. Take care. Thanks for watching. Like and comment, and don't forget to subscribe.